Got all the watering taken care of as best I could. These two coleus plants on both sides of the garage, boy are they a water suck. It takes a gallon or better a day. Really, I ought to do a gallon in the morning and a gallon in the afternoon. I'm out of canned Friskies mixed grill. Lately it's been mixed grill and not poultry platter in the house. I want to put out just a little bit of extra food before we leave. So, hey Tux. Hi, buddy. Hi. Somehow my bird got broke. I'm sure Dawn can glue it. The base is in the pot and I can probably plug it back in now. It was tripping the GFCI for all the other important stuff, so I had to unplug it. It's not the fault of the fountain, it's the switch that's over here on this side is not waterproofed enough. I told Dawn we please try to fix it when the ferns are gone for the year. I got several mosquito bites watering my plants. I'm not super happy. One's on my right cheek. That's not nice. Not nice at all, I tell you. Here's Panther. He's doing good. He just waits patient for his mama. He doesn't bother anybody, and he doesn't want anybody bothering him. He's been spending most of his days over there on the carpeted area above the steps. That way, if those pesky boys from the backyard come around for a visit, they'll come up the stairs, check the food bowl, go back down the stairs, and he doesn't have to deal with them. And there's no fighting, so that's all good. The only time there's a problem is if he's like right in here and they come up the stairs and then, you know, there's noise. Good morning. Hi. She was a little hidey cat with me yesterday, so she didn't come out into the family room for lap time, but we'll correct that. Since Jules came back from service, I think every time we get out of the car, we get the alert beep. Not the you're crashing into something imminent beep, but the mediocre alert beep. Notification beep, maybe. And I have no idea why, and I sure would like to stop it, because of course you're trained as a Tesla driver to pay attention to that, and there's no action for us to take, and it's perplexing. So I don't believe we're getting any notifications about it that actually tell us what the beep is for, but if you have any ideas, let us know, please. We're out here walking and it's okay in the shade, but basically humidity levels are miserable today. We'll probably do the yard again on Wednesday. It's supposed to be 10 degrees cooler, and well, that helps whether it's humid or not to some extent. I wouldn't want to be out there yesterday. I have several bug bites. I don't seem to have any poison ivy, but several of the bug bites are pretty intense. Don's talking to a coworker. It's not a conference call, but he's having a chat up there out of, you know, got him in his ear. So I stopped to pick up some trash. Don's in, you know, focus mode on the call. I'm letting him be. I love seeing happy people on the splash pad. Boy, is it hot out here. This is our first lap. I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. I've picked up any big trash, but I don't think I can bend over and back up today quite as much as some other days. So if it's a tiny thing, I'm leaving it today. It's always the next walk. But you know, since we're out here less, it can be more. It doesn't look too bad right now. Mostly water bottles left about and thrown down. Don's call has lasted the entire walk, but he's not upset, and he's just talking to a coworker. And we'll have plenty of time in the car today to chat. Well, we're on our way to Don's appointment in Greensboro. It's at 2:30 and we're scheduled to get there at 2:12, so we're on schedule. And it's hot out here today. Jules says it's 96 already, and it's only 1:10 in the afternoon.
I love the way she rolls through those stop signs,
Yes,
baby.
I don't think she stopped there. Don was looking.
I was looking.
To be clear, he made sure nothing was coming, but she didn't actually stop at that stop sign.
Yeah, kind of just
See,
let out.
I mean, honest to God, Don is in full self-driving, and she did not stop there. It was a ramp thing, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to give you an update that we're on the road. We take this back way, US Highway 421 up to Greensboro, which is sort of, as I said earlier, northwest, and then come down on I-85 to this university, University of North Carolina at Charlotte, or UNCC. And don't confuse it with UNCCH, which is Chapel Hill and light blue and the Rams. We're the 49ers, and we're green and white are the official school colors. Yeah, it's the Tar Heels, but they have a ram as the mascot. What were you saying?
Yeah, well, Alabama is the Crimson Tide, and they have a elephant as a mascot.
Right. Go figure.
Yeah.
There are lots of elephants in Alabama.
That's right. At least one or two.
So I brought some light reading for the car. Poor Don, I'm not being much of a conversationalist, but I have to say, you'll just have to take this from the Lego nerd that I am, that this is a fascinating book. It really is, honest to God. Like, I just want to go start building a micro city right now. So many choices, though. I would say that he provides lots of techniques, and it would be easy to copy his. The real challenge is probably in creating your own, but you know, here's a couple more samples of what's possible. I love the repetition of bricks and the use of ornamental bricks to make fine detail. And yeah, at some point, these are 20 by 20s, but they show how to do it flat, like along a wall, a floating wall shelf or something. I look forward to trying this at some point. This book came like a month ago, and I haven't had a chance to look at it, so I thought, well, today in the car is good. Well, I didn't keep track of disengagements, but we're in the industrial park area where we're supposed to be, and I don't think Don isn't frustrated, so full self-driving must have mostly done good on the way over here.
I would agree.
It's all in Don's mood on arrival, and his mood is good. And she's gonna stop and say, I'm done now, I don't know where I'm supposed to park.
I think I'll disengage her.
Yep.
For the visitor spot.
So this is an official IRS building, and Don was whisked off to his appointment for fingerprinting. They did let me use the restroom, and then I came back out to the car. So this looks straight out of Logan's Run, and I love it. It's called the Hyperloop City. I really like it. Well, that didn't take long. Yeah. It's actually just now 2:30, and you're already done, but they escorted you off.
Yeah, they did, and he took me back and sit me in another room, and then he says, the instructions are on the wall, dial that number, basically. So I dialed this telephone number, and a voice answers, and Miss Deborah was her name, and she came up and picked me up and took me back there. It was all computerized, and you know,
no actual ink?
No actual ink. She gave me hand lotion to put on my hands.
They have to alcohol them first or something?
No, it was a little digital scanner, and I guess I did okay because she only had me repeat it like once or twice. One of them, you know, it's hard to get a fingerprint, you know. And anyway, I would say that was pretty much straightforward. Yeah,
well, it was 4 armed security guards, and you getting escorted away was a moment there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, basically all that's in that building is security guards and I guess Miss Deborah. You know, I don't know.
Did you get a chance to use the restroom?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then we're both good.
We're good. So, we get to come back.
Really?
Yeah.
I just love driving to Greensboro, but it's a good excuse to go see Johnny, so right. I like it.
Right, so we're going to have to come back at some point in the future. They'll email me when my photo, we'll have to pass the background check, obviously.
They take a photo today?
Yeah, took a photo.
Don wore photo material. He had on a pattern, right. Iron on, what's the word? I can't,
a logo.
logo shirt, and he switched.
I didn't know for sure, because you know they only said fingerprint, but it was a full suite of fingerprints and
yeah, just so
how high, how much, what color, you know, all the normal properties, attributes type question.
Yeah, well, Don's been bonded, fingerprinted, background checked. He's all before, but this government contract just wants it all done fresh.
Yeah, so anyway, she says they'll email and we'll have to come back and they'll activate it and at some point in the future.
All right. Well, I won't complain about another excuse to hop down and see Johnny for a minute.
Yeah.
Even though it's not super close, it's, you know, halfway there, so it works.
Well, other than maybe tax season, I would recommend this place. This is easy. It's first floor. I mean, I didn't see anybody but the 4 security guards and Miss Deborah. That's it. All the doors were shut when we walked by. You would think he was working. This was the
Central Prison.
Well, not Central Prison. What is it? The NSA or something? You know.
Right. So it's 3 o'clock and we can't meet Johnny until 6. We were gonna go walk around IKEA, which is basically around the corner from the school. I've never been in IKEA before, but we need to supercharge somewhere on this trip, and I kind of loved the view I saw on Facebook, North Carolina Tesla owners group, of the new Metropolitan Charlotte Supercharger. So I think we have time to do both. Go a little out of our way to go to that supercharger and then come back to IKEA. Well, this is busy Charlotte driving for you.
Yeah, well, I switched her to aggressive from average, and I'm liking the way she's doing the lane changes much better.
We're just fixing to go past UNCC. It's about 10 minutes, give or take, down to the supercharger we're going to. And well, we've got plenty of time. It's 10 till 4.
Yeah, doesn't do us any good to get back to UNC before 6 p.m.
Yeah. Well, we really quick hustled the transponder for the toll up there. We didn't know I-77 was a toll, but then I don't know if we're actually on the toll part or not. I'm sure people come to Raleigh and think it's super complicated, but Charlotte is like next level complicated over Raleigh in my humble opinion. So I'm glad Don's driving. Yeah, the last time I drove sort of down this path was going to Carowinds, which is on the south side of town and right at the South Carolina border. Anyway, the Metropolitan Supercharger is smack. Well, I always say downtown, but apparently in Charlotte, it's uptown. It's uptown Charlotte. It's downtown Raleigh, and it's uptown Charlotte. I guess one implies a suave, sophisticated city and the other not so much. And yeah, there's the skyline popping up. It's going to be a hazy day for my picture, but that's all right. Well, so far Jules has successfully navigated basically all of these turns and exits and everything to keep us on track here. It's wow.
I recommend you use this supercharger only if you want to see the skyline of Charlotte. Don't go to this supercharger.
Well, that is why we're here. I mean, I asked to come take my picture at the supercharger. I was jealous of the guy that posted that he was charging, you know, downtown. So besides, you're driving. It's not like I've got to navigate it. I mean, Jules is driving.
Yeah, Jules, so far she's done
So
well.
Here's that Honeywell building that Johnny was at. Yeah. On the fit, they came to talk to Honeywell. Yeah, there's Bank of America Stadium where the Panthers play.
Yeah.
Wow. There's Regions, Donnie.
Yeah, Regions me.
All I got to say is, if you think there's some cranes in downtown Raleigh, there's like, they ain't got nothing on the cranes here in Charlotte. You surviving over there?
Yeah, she's actually doing really well. It's a little stressful for me, if more so than if I was driving. But the key thing is, I don't know all the turns. And she's made a couple turns, because a couple of them is you get off here and then bang, you get off there. So they've been back-to-back turns, and it's very likely I could have missed those. I make the first one, but not notice I'm supposed to turn immediately again. I see that she said, oh, well, you have 1.8 miles to exit to the right, and we're in 4 lanes over in the far left lane. I'm looking in the mirror. I can see all the traffic behind me. I can see the traffic in front. I said, you know, I'd start just moving over. Well, she doesn't. She waits until she gets about, you know, half a mile. Then all of a sudden she wants to get all the way over. So she doesn't anticipate the next move too well. But she's doing safe. I want to be very clear. She's safely moved over every time.
0.1 mile right on Metropolitan Avenue.
Right, it's probably this little sign right here. Is this one way?
No. Nope.
Okay.
But it's, boy, is it narrow.
Well, that was me. I was a little tight on the wheel.
200 feet left into probably the parking deck. I have no idea if we have to pay or not. Don's down here for me to take a picture and for you guys to get to see the Charlotte Supercharger. He's being a really good sport right now. So let him know in the comments you appreciate it. Actually, it looks like it's shopping, so maybe you don't have to pay. There's like a Target here and stuff. So the Supercharger, with the picture that I saw, it's like up. Up. It's definitely where you can see the skyline, so you got to figure out how to go up. I don't know where.
Upper levels.
Upper levels is where we want to go. The Supercharger is definitely up based on what I saw on Facebook.
All right.
But here's an example where we're trying to find this thing and we have no
clue.
No additional instructions. Like once you enter the parking deck, we could be driving around for a few minutes. I would just keep going up. This is on the top. I mean, really, it's the best spot in the deck because you got a view of the city. I'll keep filming. Upper levels is to the right, just so we can, you know, you can watch the struggle is real as to figuring out where this is. But so today's video was going to be titled Dawn Gets Escorted. Now maybe I should title it Charlotte Uptown Supercharging. I don't know. Keep going up. I don't know how many stories tall the deck is, but yeah, this is a mall. There's a Marshall's on this floor. I saw Target. I saw several other businesses that I didn't note the names of, so I guess that's why it's free here. It's going to be really embarrassing if we can't find it.
Well, it hasn't helped me. The navigation has not said, you know, it's on the top floor.
Right. It needs to have instructions. How are you supposed to know if you're coming through from Atlanta and you just happen to stop downtown Charlotte to charge on 77 or something? I guess you'd be on 85 coming up from Atlanta, but still. I mean, my favorite spot in parking depths is always the top floor unless there's going to be hail.
Yeah. Well, we're coming out to the sunlight.
Yeah, we're getting close to sunlight here.
Stop.
Have we passed any Teslas? I've been looking. I don't think I've seen a Tesla. Upper levels. All right. Keep your fingers crossed. It's like I said, and it's on this top floor. That's the picture I saw, is it's on this top floor. Oh, there they are. There they are.
Oh, God.
I told you.
Ye of little faith. I was like, I don't know, sweetie.
And there's, you know, downtown. So you have to park on the far wall to get the background of the city and Jules in the shot. So please choose back in over here.
There somewhere. Well, they're all version 3s. So
they are. It is version 3. Yeah, you don't have to worry about parking next to somebody. They'll just have to understand.
Yeah.
When you see an A, B, C, and a D, you know you're at version 3.
Yeah.
I'll let Don back in on his own. It's windy up here on top of the 6th story. I think it's 6 parking deck. And so, yeah, you're definitely got to go up to the top. But look at that view. Come here at night if you can. It's awesome. It's very hot. It's in the mid 90s, and all of the Teslas are loud, especially this one right here is super loud right now. We won't let Don see what it costs to charge here, right? Because it could be peak pricing, middle of the afternoon. We won't let him look. I'll turn around in the other direction to show you the cabinets, and I see some serious conduit coming up on the far end down there. Don took the elevator to go to our restroom. Actually, the security guard and him might have both gone to use the he went down on the elevator, but now he's coming out over here. This roof next door to us is pretty high up. You can see all those cranes in the background. And like I said, there's some serious conduit coming up down there on the end. Don and Marianne here at the brand new Metropolitan Supercharger in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's right, uptown.
Not downtown, uptown.
There's 16 version 3 stalls here, including one pull-in.
Yep. And
boy, does it have a view. It has a fantastic view. So come at night if you can.
It is open 20. The security guard, we talked to Eric. He was very helpful. It is open, technically open 24 hours to come up here, but he says it's 7 o'clock. This building closes, and you could go into this building, but you have to go down one stairs. You can't go in through this door. You
got to take the elevator down to the 5th floor and then go into the building for the bathrooms.
This door has badge access. The next door does not have badge access, and the restrooms, both men's and women's, is to the right. You just go in, and the stores, Best Buy, Marshalls, there's, you know, this
Target is here.
Big shopping. This parking deck's part of a very large shopping area, but all those stores are going to kind of close
starting around 8 p.m.
You know, showing up here at 2 o'clock in the morning, even though you could charge, is probably not.
No bathroom.
Yeah. And they have plenty of security.
Eric cameras everywhere. Security guard walking the premises, and there's an emergency call box over there by the elevators. Trash cans. Eric says, please put your trash in the trash can. So anyway, happy supercharging.
Yes, Don and Marianne, and now you know.
So there's a Trader Joe's here also, Cava, which I don't know what that is, and there's Wendy's and Petco next to Target. The entrance to Best Buy is on the 1st floor. I think Marshall's is on the 2nd or 3rd floor.
Yeah, but you're talking a pretty serious walk. You ride the elevator down.
Yep.
And then hustle over here. That's a very large parking deck.
Yep. But you could drop off a family member at Wendy's, and maybe they would get up to the car by the time it was done charging. She's taking us over. She's been doing it several times in this busy traffic all by herself. I'm trying I'm trying not to watch and just let Dawn handle it. Yeah, a couple times when she wanted to get over, she's made one attempt and canceled herself because the car was coming up too much. In other words, this is a classic case. If you decide you need to go and you turn your blinker on, that means you probably mean that you need to know that you're going to make it. But she turned on her blinker, then she decided, well, let me look and see if I can make it. No, I can't make it, so I'll turn my blinker off. Right, but that was 1 out of 4. Right, she's done the other 3 fine of these quick changes. Right here on this section of road. Yeah, she's doing well. Well, here's IKEA. It's 5:15, so I realize people come here and spend half a day, but we've got 30 minutes to make a quick. And I've never been in it before. 30 minutes. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. 30 minutes will be fine. Yeah, we're going to leave the credit card and everything in the car. No promises. You can leave yours if you want, but I'm taking mine, which is basically yours, so. Yeah. Oh, I really like this bedroom. The owl and the globe lights. Okay, I think we all know I have a thing for light. Colored light in particular. Fancy shades. Yeah, I kind of think that's pretty cool. We're here and we're walking to meet Johnny. Don's done his usual pack and roll with bungee cord. Yeah.
have bungee cord.
Will travel. So this is one of those 3-hour later posts. I don't record on campus because that's not cool. But Johnny invited us up to his dorm. We got everything in he asked for, including a couple extras. He said thank you several times, was really appreciative. Sent us home with a few things that he really wanted but just won't fit. There goes a 3 on the left there. And then we took him out to Culver's for dinner. He really likes Culver's. I had a bacon cheese hamburger patty but no bun. It was really good. Red onion on it and stuff. He was delighted to have someone to share a meal with. Although he has been meeting people sometimes for either lunch or dinner, and he certainly enjoyed that. But he's doing good. We told him we'll see him Labor Day weekend, and it was good. Our ETA home is 11 p.m., which is late. It's just been it's been a long day, but a very worthwhile day. Well, we're an hour from home, and your rear camera's dirty.
Yeah.
But Don's getting a left front fender camera is blocked or blinded message, and it was driving us nuts. We were getting this alert for FSD might be degraded like every 30 seconds or something. It creeped up on us like it was every once in a while, and yeah, there you can see it. So I don't know. Our arrival home is at 5%, but the car really wants us to stop in Siler City. Don was thinking about not stopping and pretending he's Kyle today.
That's right, Mr. 2%.
But maybe we're going to stop and charge for a splash and go of electricity and, you know, NASCAR, old habits die hard. And
wipe the lens
wipe the lens and see. But do you see a problem with that camera? We're not seeing a problem with what that camera is seeing. Why don't you just reboot while you're driving down this nice stretch of road and see if that doesn't fix it first. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Except for his typing and everything you said.
Well, the only problem with rebooting is we didn't have time to test if it fixed anything before the supercharger, so I guess we're stopping. We really literally need to charge for 5 minutes to make the house, but we probably didn't need to charge to make the house, but
if we didn't have the camera cleaning issue,
we wouldn't be stopping.
Correct.
I was game. It's a nice night.
Well, I'd rather get home 10 minutes quicker.
Right, I said I was game to stretch it.
I think this is it.
It is. Walgreens at the street, Food Lion inside. I guess that other Tesla was not headed to the supercharger.
He turned into Bojangles.
Huh. Well, maybe he got food before coming to the supercharger.
Yeah, it's probably what it is.
There's nothing to eat over here or really use the bathroom, but it is one that we've had to stop at frequently. So, I mean, we appreciate this supercharger. It's just the amenities here are not good. First off, it's in Siler City. And then second off, you know, I don't know what time the Food Lion closes, but it's probably...
My God.
It's a freaking traffic jam on a Monday night in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Sorry, people in Siler City. Fuquay's sort of nowhere too, so I'm, you know, the pot calling the kettle black.
Pretty much.
Well, I gotta say, that just looks as crystal clear as can be now, including the backup camera.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem with our full self-driving cameras.
Well, let's hope not. I mean, it's hard to say, but it doesn't look like anything's wrong with that camera. And it said front left fender, so.
And we're getting 208 kilowatts.
208 kilowatts. Well, we are a pretty low state of charge. Well, I don't see anything wrong over here either. You know, my concern going down the interstate is always piece of rubber come up off the road and hit the car or something, but so Don did gently wipe with water and a microfiber all 3 cameras, and you know, we're not going to stay long, but we're pulling a decent charge here. Well, that puts us home at 14%, and literally we were here for like 5 minutes, so we're certainly good to go now. Well, before we pull away, we can all clearly see that there's no degradation in what the camera's seeing. So, and we did finish the reboot, obviously, and hopefully Don can get back into FSD for the rest of the way home, no problems. Well, the message changed to 1 or more cameras may be occluded. It was a little different this time. The alert went back away, which is what it was doing before. It pops up and it makes the jingle, and then by the time you look, it goes back away. So we were super hoping the reboot fixed it, but appears not. We're on a different road now with different paint, so I don't know. Don and I aren't normally out in Jules at night, but you know, if it was like some sort of a weird reflection thingy, then that doesn't seem to be the problem or the fix here. Oh, it just tried to tell us we're almost too far from known charging stations, that we're in deep doo-doo, except for we're not. We've got 35 miles of range and we can charge it. Home, baby, we're home.
All right. Yeah, we sure are.
Hi, Marty, we're home. I saw Stripe just a minute ago here, although he looked concerned. Maybe I made a funny noise. I have this box in my hand. Hey, buddy. Is Tux on the step? Yep, there's Tuxacat. I see white feet. Hi. Hi. Hello, buddy. Hi. Good boy. And I'm trying to see if I see Morris in the chair over here. Do I see an orange paw? Pretty sure I do. I don't want to scare him. Yes, he's in the chair. I don't want to scare him off, though. So we're all accounted for. Bowls are empty from the raccoons. Marty! What is it? Huh? Huh? Okay.